Welcome everyone. Can I get a loud cheer? Come on, I can do better than that. Welcome everyone to the Cosplay Central Crown Championships here in Melbourne today. We're going to see some amazing outfits, or cosplay I should say. But I want to introduce my co-host for this evening. It's the wonderful Leah Denise. You may hear her voice on Overwatch 2 as the Junket Queen.
We're here, center stage, Tommy.
We're center stage. Sorry, you can really tell I got the memo right. Anyway, we're also live on TikTok right now. So for those of you who are tuning in from home or wherever you are watching your TikTok, make sure you comment, make sure you like, make sure you get engaged because we're going to be reviewing those and that may have some influence over who goes home tonight with the grand prize.
You bet. We are so excited to be here. And what we want is crowd participation. We want you revved up. We want you clapping, calling out. And look, if things get too rowdy, the Queen might come out and say, "Listen up, you wretched scum."
I don't know. I feel like there's not enough room for one Queen on this stage. So,
well, I was going to say, bow down to your Queen.
Now, before we bring out our incredible judges for today, let's talk a little bit about the prizes. So we've got one amazing grand prize, and that's to compete at the Cosplay Central Crown Championships at CE2E in Chicago next year. That's pretty amazing.
That is wild.
Wow.
Woo!
And there's also a runner-up prize as well. It's $500 cash. That's pretty good money, I have to say. And a trophy. And I heard the trophies are pretty damn good as well. So
yes,
we're excited for those. But should we get started by bringing out our amazing judging panel today? And they have worked tirelessly over the last several hours, previewing everybody's entries this year. And we're really excited to bring them out. So we're going to bring them out one by one. And please do give them a round of applause and a cheer as they come out because they are experts in the cosplay field.
They are absolute experts. We're going to float back
stand
here,
over into
I
our
think.
queue over here. All right. Do you want to bring out the first judge?
We have Hench Wench.
Give a round of applause for Hench Wench. Can I just say, Hench Wench on the panel yesterday, the outfit that she was wearing, out of this world amazing. Out of this world amazing. So you probably saw some photos online, but just a round of applause there. So Hench Wench. Cool. Now just a little bit about Hench Wench. Hench Wench works for Scrap Shop Props as half of Hench and Scrap Foundry, setting their sights on making neat props and costumes for the games industry as a full-time gig. Hench and Scrap have worked for companies like Blizzard, sorry, I can't pronounce that. Thank you. You can tell I'm great at this. Bungie and Wizards of the Coast. At age 14, Hench got her starting costume working part-time at Weta Workshop on the Lord of the Rings movies. That's amazing. In the weapons and armor department. Finding her career, or calling I should say, at Weta, she obtained a degree in costume at NIDA and worked in film, TV, theatre costume before deciding to pursue her lifelong passion for video game costumes and props full-time. She was also the 2016 winner of the Australian Championships of Cosplay and represented Australia at the Crown Championships of Cosplay in Chicago in 2017. Give it up one more time for Hench Wench. All right, it's time to meet our second judge. Who's our second judge?
Okay, we have Scrap Shop Props. Woo! Scrap Shop Props is an Australian cosplayer who has turned his passion into full-time career. Together with his partner Hench Wench, they've made epic cosplay and props for companies such as Blizzard, Overwatch 2.
Yes, Blizzard.
Bethesda and Wizards of the Coast, to name a few. He relishes the creative process and brings the imaginary to life. The imaginary? Okay.
Imaginary.
There we go. Through cosplay, he has gained a multitude of skills, becoming more confident, and he has found his voice in this wonderful, wonderful community. Welcome.
One more time. All right, it's time to introduce our third judge. It's Where is Danielle, or Danielle Debs. Where is Danielle is a cosplayer from Sydney, Australia, with a massive passion for all things cosplay, gaming, and pop culture related. She's worked with a bunch of major companies on costumes for popular games, including Fortnite, Overwatch, Rainbow Six, and Destiny 2. When she's not actually in cosplay, you can find her drowning under a pile of EVA foam scraps and half-finished costumes planning her next project. I was in the room with her earlier today, and I can definitely say, big fan of EVA. So give it up one more time for Danielle.
Next up, we have Elm Ebony McPherson, a Melbourne-based multidisciplinary artist and performer working with LCI Melbourne as the Student Experience Concierge. Elm has completed a Bachelor of Design Arts, Visual Arts at LCI Melbourne in 2020 and has since joined the team. They work in interactive theatre, publication, installation and costume. Recently they've performed Anything and Everything at Melbourne's Rising Festival with the Infinity Ensemble, as well as presenting solo work at Melbourne Fringe 2020 and Midsummer Festival 2021. Welcome, Elm Ebony McPherson.
And last but certainly not least, we'd like to introduce our final judge for this year's competition. It's Lilla B Cosplay. Lydia, known as Lilla B Cosplay, has previously won the Adelaide and Sydney Championships of Cosplay. She's also a content creator, give it up for content, hello TikTok, and works full-time with Lumen's Workshop to help shape the future of cosplay. Pretty cool, hey? Give it up one more time for all of our judges for this year. Well, now it's the moment we've all been waiting for. We're going to see some amazing cosplay. So who's excited to see some awesome finalists for this year? Don't forget, cheer as loud as you possibly can, stand on your seats, make some noise, and let's have some fun.
Who have we got first up? First up we have Alien Queen appearing as Alien Queen.
Sorry, that was my stomach.
How incredible. This, if you were up close, this is just remarkable, remarkable work.
All right. We good? I think it's still taking its time. All right, give it up one more time for Alien Queen. I couldn't see in that costume either, it was me. Now, before we have our second contestant, we thought we might just ask the judges a couple of questions around what they're looking for this year in the competition. So let's hear from the judging panel. What to you is important when it comes to judging the finals? Who wants to go first?
It's a really difficult thing. Everyone brings something different to the table. So we tend to look at things really holistically, and we look at the approach that, I guess, people, what's their overall costume in general. Every one of these people, you have to understand, has worked for 3 years, since before the pandemic, on their costumes. There is so much riding on this for everyone. Yeah.
The level of costume this year is absolutely insane.
It's incredible. It's
range of techniques, accuracy to the design, and silhouette are definitely some of the most important things that I like to see.
Yeah, a strong silhouette is something that will make stage presence so much easier for everyone. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly what Claire and Aaron have just said. Totally agree. It's also about sort of stage presence and how much they can move and bring a character to life in front of such an amazing audience like you guys, and also over on TikTok. So yeah, we're really looking at how much they bring the character both physically in the creation and also bodily on the stage here today. So it's very tough.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's an absolutely amazing range of contestants, and we're looking at that characterization, the craftsmanship, and like the accuracy of design to the character, but also to like their own person and their body as well.
Yeah, the way they've interpreted the designs, the accuracy, the attention to detail, accuracy as well, and yeah, just that presence that they bring. Like everyone has said already, you're bringing a character to life, and that's what we want to see.
Amazing. Thanks, judges. All right, I think we're going to get into our second contestant now. So very exciting. We've had one contestant, that was Alien Queen. So let us know on TikTok what you thought of Alien Queen in the comments, and the judges might have a look later. But up next is Sizant, who is dressed as Geralt of Rivia. Give it up for Sizant.
Wow.
That's sword action.
My gosh, the Queen would say, put that little sword away. The Junker Queen would not be liking that. Okay, this is such incredible level that we're seeing here today. It's so exciting. Let's bring out our third competitor, Piltover City Customs as Azure Star-Lord, sorry.
What about that level of craftsmanship? I tell you what, I don't know how long it would have taken to have made, but a long time. Fantastic, right?
Outstanding.
All right, well, we're already 3 in. Now we're up to number 4. So speaking of 4, our next contestant is Alt for Cosplay, and their character name is Vertigo. So incredible these are. Is everyone thinking, how incredible are these outfits? Give another cheer, please. Come on, let's do it. So cool. So I wonder if they'll repurpose that for Halloween. Maybe, maybe not.
Yeah.
We've got another costume for Halloween. Yeah. Anyway, back to number 5.
Number 5, we have Zaffy Cosplay as Wizard.
up to number 6 already? Because it's flying past. All right, now I'd like to introduce Georgia Costumes, Warrior of Light.
Welcome to the land of Eorzea. I see you have chosen your starting class as Summoner. How exciting! Let's begin the tutorial stage. Please press the spacebar to jump. Wonderful! Great job! Please press W to move forward. Wonderful! Great job! Now, let's try summoning. Press 1 to summon your first carbuncle. Well done. That's a jump. Let's try this again. Press 1 to summon your first carbuncle. That's still not right. Press 1 on your keyboard. Now what are you doing? Stop it. You're a summoner. You have to summon things. Please, summon things. Congratulations. You have finished the tutorial. You may now leave. Please.
Amazing, wow. This is so incredible. We're flying through these. Let's move on to the next. We've got Solent Cosplay as Rani.
Forgive mine intrusion, tarnished. I am the witch Rani. I stood there for a moment and searched now for the door. That I might one day append the whole of it, and rid the world of all that came before. Well, has that roused thy interest? Well then, shall we, my fair consort eternal?
All right, we have our final contestant for this year's competition. Are we ready? 2 more. Oh, sorry, I jumped too soon, knowing me. All right, got too excited then. Our next contestant is Tumby Cat as Warrior of Light, Charcoal Bard attire. Give it up one more time for Tumby Cat. All right, and we have our final contestant now. It's Shandinsky Cosplay as Aramis, Kell of Darkness. up one more time for Shandinsky Cosplay.
This has been absolutely amazing. What we've had our cosplayers come out and do the hard part. They've done their performance. They're now feeling much more relaxed. So we would love to hear from them. Would you guys love to get them back out here and have a bit of a chat? So let's bring them out one by one. If we're ready for Alien Queen, I'm not sure. Let's see. Yes? So Alien Queen's going to come out and join us, and we're just going to have a little chat. Hey, if they can chat.
You can talk?
So tell us a bit about this
What's going on here?
monstrously wonderful costume.
This was a 3-year build, on and off. Me and my wife do Predators. We're in our senior years. But we just thought, this is the big challenge, the Alien Queen. Not many people have taken it on because she's so big. And the engineering of all the tail and the weight, the balance of everything is really, goes your head in, I can tell you. It's just months and months of work. So, but in the long run, it turned out pretty good. There was a compromise. I was supposed to have big, long stilts, but man, I couldn't walk in them. They were too hard. So anyone who's contemplating doing digi-stilts, Jesus, just have a good think about it because bloody hell.
And what's your favourite part of the costume?
I enjoyed doing the tail because the tail was a real crucial part of this build. It took a long time. There was tons of experimenting with all sorts of materials, fishing rods, flexible cables, you name it. I tried everything, but at the end I came up with a 25mm electrical conduit, just heat gunned to the shape with a foam insulation over it, and then each individual vertebrae had to be handmade and stuck on. So it was about 6 months just to do the tail.
Absolutely incredible, absolutely incredible. And what was the biggest challenge overall? Did you have any moments where it didn't go to plan?
Biggest challenge? Making an outfit that you could wear comfortably, get in and out of easily, and of course transport as best you can. It's a bit hard with the tail. You've got 2 metres sticking out the back of your car, but after doing my Predator suit, I learned a lot, and this challenge was just to make it easy and fun to stand in all day and be comfortable, and that's what I think I've done this time.
And how's the visibility? Can you see?
It can be very awkward. Sometimes you've got to lift your head up a little bit, but I had to put dark lenses inside the actual helmet because it was just, you could see my face. So I have dark lenses in there, plus I have an intercom which I talk to my wife with because without her I'd be stranded. I had my crew here today. I had my Ripley and I had my drop pilot just guiding me through the traffic, because when you've got this big tail on the back, you try and swing around too fast, you'll knock someone out. So, yeah, I thoroughly enjoyed this build. It's probably the best one I've done. I really enjoyed the Predator suits, but this one was a lot of detail and a lot of time, and yeah, it was very enjoyable.
What do you guys reckon? Best one?
You should be very proud. Well, thanks so much for joining us again, Alien Queen, and best of luck in the competition. Give it up one more time for Alien Queen.
Now, I see our judges have snuck off to deliberate while we chat to the cosplayers, so let's bring out the next.
It's Sizzant. Are you in the room, Sizzant? Let's have a little chat. Give it up for Sizzant. Tell us what inspired you to produce this costume.
I played through The Witcher 3 and I was unable to get the armor out of my head, and I thought the best way to excise that brainworm would be to build it in the real world naturally.
There you go. What's been one of the biggest challenges that you've faced?
Definitely the gloves. Because I'm a stickler for detail, these took me 5 revisions to pattern and build, but I can actually use my phone wearing them now, so...
Wow, there you go.
And you obviously were fully in character today when you were doing your performance. How do you get into character? Is it like when you put the costume on, or is it like something you practice and embody? Tell us a bit about that process.
It's kind of embarrassing how much time I spend in front of the mirror practicing the angry face. Because Geralt's so stern and like, grr, and it's like, I can't smile, that's breaking character, but all I want to do is just grin the whole time that I'm wearing this.
And what's been the biggest learning curve producing this outfit and costume?
Working with soft leather. So I'm a hobbyist leather crafter. I've worked with like sort of harder leather armor for LARPing and whatever before. This was my first time working with like goat hide to make like soft jerkins and soft trousers and soft gloves. So that was a lot of fun, but definitely a learning curve.
Gosh, it's exquisite. Yeah, if you guys could see the detail, it's so amazing.
I have one final question for you, if that's okay. What's your advice for aspiring cosplayers who want to make it to the big time and be in the finalist and don't know where to start?
Oh gosh. I think that depends on the temperament of the person who's wanting to get into it. So I took on a big project knowing that I'd screw it up the first time and then iterate it a couple of times, but a lot of people find that intimidating and a lot of people would discourage them. So my advice is go at your own pace. If you want to dive in feet first and screw it up and fix it, that's totally valid. If you want to go bit by bit and start off small and do a casual cosplay and then work your way up, that's totally valid too.
Amazing. Well, thank you so much for joining us. Best of luck.
Let's shuffle into the middle, shall we?
Yes.
Now that
about
the judges are gone, we're going to take centre stage and bring out our next cosplayer, Piltover City Customs, Azure Star-Lord. Wow, this one lights up.
I have to say, this is a very incredible costume. I want to get started by talking about this in the middle here. Can you tell us what this is all about and how you did it?
It's meant to represent the heart and soul of the monsters that it's made from. So it's a resin cast gem, and then there's a smaller water chamber inside that's actually got air pumping through it to sort of bubble and make it look alive.
You can even hear it. Incredible, right?
And these lights, like you're controlling when they light up?
No, so they're on a coat, so they're actually all wired and stripped together so that it'll actually start at the bottom and follow the cords up around my back to reach at the top, all in one go.
Wow, that is so impressive. What's one of the biggest challenges that you've faced putting this together?
Making everything fit within something that's fairly form-fitted was pretty challenging. I'm not as comfortable sewing as I am, say, making armour, so this is the first sort of big sewing project that I've taken on as well.
Amazing. Well, thank you so much for joining us on stage and best of luck.
Congratulations.
All right. We're bringing back Zaffi Cosplay with Wizard. Up you come, darling.
Join us, okay. Wow, welcome, this is amazing. Tell us, how long did this take for you to put together?
So I started it 2 years ago, and then I put it in a box and didn't look at it again until a couple of months back. Took it out of the box, and then I realized, I can do better now. I know how to do things better now. I don't want to look at this thing that makes me sad. Threw it all away, started again. Probably since the competition was announced, was the motivation to sort of get back into it. So, yeah.
Wow, yeah, fantastic.
We have time for one more question. You've used so many different fabrics and patterns and prints here. How did you go about acquiring all of these or producing them yourself?
Honestly, I always intended to make this costume since the art released in 2008. So I've been hoarding materials over the years. So I had all of this fabric with the intention of making this costume. I bought from China. It was like $3 a meter, and it was incredible. And then it sat in storage for a decade. So, yeah.
Wow, amazing.
Just be a hoarder really is the secret to cosplay.
Well, I'm going to be a great cosplayer then. Well, thanks so much for joining us, and best of luck. All right, we skipped one before, so we're going to go back.
So we're going to bring out Alt F4 Cosplay, Vertigo.
I tell you what, I wouldn't want to bump into in a dark alleyway, that's for sure.
Welcome, my goodness, this is exceptional. Tell us, how long did this take to put together?
Approximately 9 or 10 months, on and off.
Amazing.
And how hard is it to breathe and talk with that helmet on?
It's actually not too bad. I think I've worn worse costumes.
What's the worst costume you've worn?
I've worn things where I've been completely blind.
Wow, okay, that's interesting. Well, thank you so much for joining us and best of luck for the competition. All right, we've got Georgia costumes, bring them back. Warrior of Light.
Hello and welcome. Tell us a bit about putting this together.
So, hello everyone. This costume is about 2 years worth of work. I say 2 years, but I worked on it for 8 months, then took 12 months off, and then screamed and just ass blasted the rest of it. Yeah, so I've just done a bunch of stuff on it. And
I want to know why you took the 12 months off. Was it because it was challenging? Was it because you just had enough?
because I got into a new video game.
That's a really good reason. I think everyone in this audience agrees. Am I right? I think the people in the comments on TikTok are agreeing as well right now.
Sorry, what was that?
I said I think the people on TikTok are agreeing right now as well. Well, thanks so much for joining us on stage and best of luck. Oh, she's dropped a cork.
Okay, who's up next? We have Soylent Cosplay with Rani.
I want that hat. Can we swap?
Congratulations on being here in the finals. Tell us about this magnificent cosplay.
I wanted to make a giant hat, and so and also Rani is blue with 4 arms, so I really just wanted to make her a thing. So I finished. I think I made it in about over 6 months. I think the hat itself took about a month all by itself, and yeah, I just wanted to see what would happen if I made a ghost face. So
incredible.
You definitely will never get sunburnt in that costume. That's for sure. And I want to ask, what inspired you the most to get into cosplay originally?
Originally, 2011. I think it was the community and just being able to be like super creative with a lot of other people who are just as creative, if not more so, than you are, and it really just pushes you to excel in the thing that you really love doing, and I've never left since.
That's amazing. Congratulations. And best of luck with the finals. 2 left. Tumby Cat, come on back. Warrior of Light. Right, you're from Final Fantasy, is that correct? Tell us a bit about your costume.
So I'm cosplaying as the Bard, well actually my Warrior of Light in the Bard outfit. This was the very first class I ever played and it got me into the game about 2 years ago. So yeah, it's my bae.
Love it.
And what was the most challenging part that you faced in the production of this cosplay?
Probably the bow. I'm not a prop maker, so that was like a really big challenge, but it was just like there's so many little details, like the artwork is so phenomenally done, and so I just spent so much time like finding things, so yeah, I was just like keeping on top of every little detail, so yeah.
Wow, and it's all constructed yourself. That's
Thank you very much. I was really lucky. I had a really great support team that kept me going every day. They were like, where is the updates? Have you done this? And it was like really good to have that. So.
How long was it over? Did I miss that? Did we ask you that? How long did it take?
I started in 2020, then the panini happened. And then I picked it up about 4 months ago just because I was like going to PAX and I told one person that I was thinking about remaking it, like putting it on, and they were like, there was like 18 people on top of that immediately.
Amazing. Well, thank you so much for being here. We are on our final contestant, Shadinsky Cosplay, Iramis Kell of Darkness. Welcome, welcome. This is incredible. How long are we looking at for this one?
3 weeks.
Really?
Are you just showing off?
3 weeks of hard crunch.
Wow, wow, that is impressive.
And what made you choose to design this particular costume?
The Elixir from Destiny, I just really love them as a character and a species, and this is actually the 3rd time I've cosplayed as a character from that species from Destiny. And I just think they're really cool, and I love the little extra arm doodads they have. I love the style that they exhibit.
And how does it feel to be in the finals?
Sorry, what was that?
How does it feel to be in the finals right now?
It is such an honor that I was selected to be up here. It means a lot to me.
Oh, that's lovely. Well, good luck. We hope you might win. And that's all of our contestants for this year. What a caliber of, what a standard, really. It's incredible. The sheer, I don't even know, I'm speechless at this point because I know I could definitely not make one of those costumes.
Oh, it's incredible. And being up here to see it up close, the attention to detail is just magnificent. Oh, hello, Kitty.
Give it up for Kitty. For those watching at home, Kitty is one of the organisers of PAX and has been the superhero behind all of our fabulous experiences over the last 3 days at PAX. So give it up one more time for Kitty.
I actually came out here to thank Tommy and Leah for doing such an astounding job. Can we get a round of applause for both of them, please?
Thank you.
Thank you.
I do want to cry from excitement and exhaustion, so bear with me. But this competition is just so incredible. You've seen the talent, and the judges are scrambling to make a decision. As you can imagine, I am not envious of their job right now.
Have they made the decision yet, or they're still deciding?
They're still deciding. That's why I'm on stage.
Do we all have a favourite tonight? Yes.
Oh, let's go to the crowd.
Well, I was thinking, who has a cosplay they want to show off and maybe win a little prize?
Oh, that's a great idea.
Yeah.
Can we get
Come on
some
down.
house lights?
If you're brave, put your hand up in forces. Can we get some assistance? You know what? Stand up. I'm going to come get you. Oh, do I see
For those
Princess
watching on
Peach?
TikTok, do tell us in the comments who you think should win this year's competition. And whilst we're looking for... Oh, here we go. We've got some... Oh, wow. Here we go. 2 seconds. They're just coming up on stage.
Head on down. If there's people up in the corner, come on down.
This is what I love about PAX, is this the creativity and the ingenuity of the people that come here. And just look at this, look at how incredible this costume is. Sensational.
So one by one, I would love you all to stand on this cross and introduce yourself and your cosplay.
Hi, I'm Thea, Princess Peach, obviously, from Super Smash Bros. Melee.
What's your favorite part of your costume?
The chest gem and the lighting in there.
Round of applause. So this may have escalated, and we have a lot of
Are they all getting a prize, or do we have to
cosplayers
pick
come on
our
stage.
favourite?
So I'll tell you what, we're all gonna go in a line,
Oh,
and
there's
you can,
droves of them. Look at them come.
we're gonna do a high wave.
This is what happens when you have
So one
competition.
by one, I'm gonna get you all to walk up, do a wave, do a spin, and then walk off. All right?
I think we just
all right, 3, 2, 1, let's go.
Woo! Come on on, you can do better than that. Come on.
Come on, let's get some noise.
I think we have a winner.
Do you want to say your name and say hi?
I'm Lily.
Lily, what are you dressed up as?
KDA.
I'll try you point that thing, gosh. Who's up next? You have a question?
Has anyone seen three bears wandering around? I can't find my brothers. What's going kill me?
We at the Umbrella Corporation would like you to know our business is life itself, and we're here for you. Nothing happened at Raccoon City.
Can we please get a big round of applause for all our cosplayers? Truthfully, I was not expecting that many cosplayers on stage. However, I think that it was incredibly brave of little Lily to come on stage. So if her parents want to meet me later, I would love to give her a little prize. So come meet me later at the front of the stage, okay? Without further ado, I'm going to pass you back on to your hosts. And yeah, thank you for your patience.
Wow, that was so incredible. The amount of talent in this room. Thank you so, so much for coming and being part of this wonderful, wonderful celebration.
It's been fabulous. I've had a great couple of days. Have you all had a good time?
So I think it is time to bring back the judges.
Bring forth the judges. Now, they've been deliberating for about half an hour now, so it was obviously a very difficult decision. But before we hear who the runner-up and the winner is, did you want to tell us anything about that decision-making process backstage, and were there any fights?
We all have the shakes from how difficult this decision was. That's not actually exaggeration, where... Yeah.
All of us.
I think this is the toughest cosplay competition I have judged in my entire life, and I'm exhausted.
Wow. Wow, that just speaks to the level of craftsmanship here today. That's awesome. Yeah. So let's bring out our contestants before we make the big announcement. Come out on stage, guys.
Raise the roof.
Yeah, raise the roof.
Spent years preparing these outfits, and it's down to the final moments. All right, judges, who is our runner-up for 2022?
Just really quickly, before we announce anything, I would like to ask for one more massive scream from everyone in the audience. It is so nerve-wracking to get up here on stage and to show off your costume, your hard work in front of a live audience of so many strangers and faces. So please, please, please make some more noise for everyone on stage here. Everyone has done such a wonderful job.
So our first runner-up, or sorry, the only runner-up I should say, this was so close. We were literally splitting hairs. But a big congratulations to Piltover City Customs.
How does it feel?
It's good. It's nice to be almost out of this.
I can imagine. Congratulations. Give it up one more time.
And now the moment we've all been waiting for.
Can we just, we would love to send everyone to Chicago, everyone who is here, because you have all earned it. Ultimately, our first place winner is Alt F4 Cosplay.
Don't go anywhere. Is there anything you want to say? Congratulations. Give it up one more time. And give it up for all of our incredible finalists today. They've all done an incredible job. And before we go, I'd also like to give it up for our incredible judging panel that had this very difficult decision today to do. And
I think we all need trauma counseling now, honestly. That was hard.
That was the hardest thing I've ever done in my entire life.
Wow, that's incredible. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you to all of these incredible contestants and to the wonderful audience. This has been so much fun. It's been an incredible weekend here at PAX. And what an amazing way to spend this afternoon on the last day here.
And for those of you watching from home, thank you on TikTok. Don't forget that we're going to be back next year, bigger and better, and for an even more fabulous cosplay championships. But thank you everyone for joining us, and we'll see you next time.